9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Charlie, let's start with that, right?
Yeah.
Set a baseline for why you're here and you're back to your playing days. Remind the folks about that.
Yeah, and thanks for bringing that up. Folks, I don't want to brag or anything, but in high school, I was the second string split end and the fourth string quarterback. I was also the sixth string punter, okay? And that's not it's a rare thing to find these days for sure. Someone with so much versatility in the game as me. And, honest to Pete, I just, every time I get out there, I play real hard, okay? I tend to get out there when I was playing in the playing days, approximately between 30 to 42 seconds per game. Okay. But the rest of the time I took my job very seriously, which was making sure that bench was warm. And I didn't just warm the side of the bench I was sitting on. I put hand warmers, cranked them up and warmed the rest of the bench for my teammates. And that's really what it's about, playing, being a team member, and I think that might be lost these days. So I'm just really trying to bring it back, I
think it makes total sense why we have you here then, Charlie. Friday night in Wisconsin, there's a few things. We call them the 3 Fs, right? After work, you go down to the fish fry, you go to Fleet Farm, and then you go to the football game. Can you have a better Friday night than that?
No, you can't. And, you can't go wrong at the fish fry. I don't care if you're getting perch, walleye, or cod, it's fried and it's fish. So you're not going wrong anywhere there. And then, you get anything, you get your grocery shopping and then your hardware shopping done at the Fleet Farm, sure. And then you feel like you've accomplished something, and then you just go enjoy the heck out of the football game, and that is what we call Friday night. Absolutely.
You are what I would call our nationwide advocate for pocket jerky. Football game. I mean, that's I don't know. I mean, that's got to be in the top 3 places to have pocket jerky ready.
It is. Yeah, it's a football game. It's ice fishing, then it's church. And honest to Pete, if you don't have your right seasoning in it takes a certain kind of season for each of them events. So for a football game, you want to add a lot of peppercorn in that situation, okay? Because it's a little zip in your step, okay? Sometimes some games can last a little long, and you put some of that peppercorn jerky in, by gosh, all Friday you're going to be feeling good, okay? So them are the things. You just got to take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul, and jerky takes care of all them.
So we're here to preview Manitowoc Ships football. Charlie, they've took it on the chin this year. They're 0-3. So we need a little bit of motivation. You got Greg Enns, a great coach for the Ships. But you might have some words of wisdom for these boys out there trying to get their first win. It will be a tough game on Friday night against kind of a collection of all-stars from the Madison area. So it's going to be a tough game, but looking for their first win tonight.
Well, and as I always says, just because you lost 3 games don't mean you can't lose 6, okay? And just because you lose 6 games don't mean you can't lose 9. But I'll tell you this much. It also don't mean you can't win 1 or 2 or 3. So it's an open sea out there. And there's nothing the Ship like more than an open sea, okay? So I think the Ship's got a heck of a chance, okay? I think they're going to pull it through and win the game. Worst case scenario is screw the pooch. You still can have jerky afterwards, Yeah,
I think that's right. Again, we're here with Manitowoc native and local football legend Charlie Behrens here on the Fleet Farm pregame show. Fleet Farm proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. We mentioned the fish fry. Sometimes you might get an old fashioned down there. Now, it could be a long time between you leave the fish fry, you do your shopping at Fleet Farm, you get down to the game. That could be the case for a 3-finger on the brandy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going 3 fingers tall on that brandy. Don't matter the circumference of the glass. You like that circumference? When I was doing math, they didn't think I'd ever remember that word, but right up here, steel trap. So you have 3 fingers tall or 4 fingers. There's no judgment here, okay? None at all. But yeah, you keep her moving any way you got to do that.
We'll start to wrap up the Fleet Farm pregame show. In other news, volleyball at Manitowoc, one of the top teams in the state. Of course, Charlie already knows that. They're the number 2 seed in the state tournament. They got a real chance. Charlie, any volleyball history in your life?
Yeah, bump, set, and spike. That is what I know about volleyball. I've watched a couple games. I played in gym class, and I don't want to flex here or anything, but when we played in gym class, I was one of the last people to get out. Okay, you throw the volleyball at the other person. If they catch it, you're out. If they hit them, they're out of the deal. So what's that? Oh, that's dodgeball. Oh, yeah, no advice about volleyball at all. But they're going to do fantastic. I'll tell you that right now.
Absolutely. All right, we'll bring the Fleet Farm pregame show in for a landing, and we'll turn it back to Charlie for last words. The stage is yours.
Yeah, I just want to say, when the going gets tough and the tough get going against you, just one foot in front of the other. Keep her moving, okay? And while you keep her moving, watch out for deer. They do like to run through them fields, okay? And volleyball courts, for that matter. So just watch out for them, everyone.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Welcome to Neenah, Wisconsin, everybody, and welcome to Pregame as we get you set for Neenah Rockets football here tonight. Jason Zaleski here alongside Lucas Hoheisel producing today's broadcast. Rockets face the Bayport Pirates tonight. Neenah coming in at a record of 1-2. Bayport coming in with a record of 2-1. Neenah picked up their first win of the fall season last week, up in Green Bay against Preble, 52-0. Again, they come in at 1-2, coming off of a home loss over at St. Mary Catholic, 20-14 against Spash, and then dropped one down in Kiel at the abbreviated home, the temporary home. All right, the alternate home of the Fond du Lac Cardinals, 51-26. So the first time Neenah will play here at Rocket Stadium here in this 2020-21 school year. And after a 52 win over Green Bay Preble last week, they do come in at 1-2. The Bayport Pirates come in at a record of 2-1. They too beat Green Bay Preble, though in week 1, 35-0. And then in Stevens Point, took care of Spash, 49-20. And then last week at home dropped a 20-13 contest against De Pere. So the Pirates coming off of a loss, the Rockets coming off of a win. And powers will collide here in this Fox Valley matchup here tonight. And definitely very much looking forward to it. And thank you all for joining the broadcast here tonight. And now is a great time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers that live sports are on Zaleski Sports right now, as it is. We got here Parents' Night, Lucas. Yeah. So Parents' Night, as we'll announce those for you with Caden Duncan. Luke Elkin. Elkin wears number 44. Number 34 is Caden Fritsch. Number 3, Chase Hanselman. They all pose for pictures pretty much right down in front of us. Number 66, Jacob Johnson. Number 35. 35 is Nate Lee. And 81, take a look at the roster here. Weston Lertle is 81. And number 9, Peyton McLowry. And Peyton McLowry joined with Colin McLowry. Number 58, Mitchell McGinnis. Number 65, Chris Parrish. Number 77, Brandon Steele. And number 17, Dylan Stockman. And number 41, Xavier Stone. So seniors being recognized tonight prior to the contest here against Bayport. Again, it's the 2-1 visiting Bayport Pirates and the 1-2 Neenah Rockets. Neenah would love nothing more than to go even
in the standings at 2-2. That would also drop Bayport to 2-2. Other live games going on right now on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. We've got the Manitowoc Ships taking on a bit of an all-star team from Madison, as you heard me talk to Charlie Behrens during our pregame show about just that very fact. And we've got Spash and Oshkosh West. You can find all games live and all games free and live at ZaleskiSports.com. It is National Anthem time at Rocket Stadium, brought to you by the Neenah Rockets. Martin. Well, there's nothing better in high school sports than the marching band. Congratulations to Neenah High School for bringing the marching band out here tonight. Again, the first home football game here at Rocket Stadium since October of 2000, Lucas. That's a long time ago. Rockets come on the field. Rockets will gather around the logo at midfield and inch us just that much closer to football here tonight. Again, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you watching tonight's broadcast. Again, Manitowoc, Madison, and Oshkosh West, all available for free, and all available for free tonight at ZaleskiSports.com. All right, kickoff here just moments away. Again, the 1-2 Neenah Rockets, the 2-1 Bayport Pirates. Give you information on both of these teams as the game progresses here today. We'll tell you first, though, about Neenah. They are led by Luke Elkin, 476 yards passing through 3 games. He also leads the Rockets in rushing with 243 yards, and Chase Hanselman, 238 of Elkin's 476 passing yards went to Chase Hanselman. And it'll be the Rockets to receive. The Pirates will kick off to get us underway here tonight. So Bayport won the toss. They have deferred and will kick us off here this evening. Kicking off will be Cole Depler.
Cole Depler will tee it up for the Pirates.
So Depler readies his Pirates. Neenah ready to receive. And the kick, and we are underway. Slipping was Depler, and the ball taken at the 25-yard line and brought down shortly after as Trevor McGinnis, number 23, Hans Padel,
Takes it to the 30-yard line. First and 10 for Neenah.
on the run back. We'll give him 5 yards on the kick return. And Neenah will set up shop at their own 30-yard line. Start tonight's game from there. So Elkin in the shotgun. 3 receivers split wide to the top of your screen. Elkin back to pass, looks left, and overthrows his target, intended receiver there, Weston Lertle. Elkin now under center, puts one in motion. The handoff goes behind him, and stumbling forward, rolling on top of one, was Colin McLowry. And McLowry will gain 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Rockets.
The 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Rockets.
And 3rd and 7, we do have a Rocket down on the field, so we will step aside momentarily and be back to Stadium right after this.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk. Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since
All right, again, back here to Rocket Stadium as we await the update on the injured player on the field. Looks like he's going to be all right. We will turn the camera when we know that young man is able to get up off the field and get ready to go. Again, live sports all across the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network tonight. A 1, 2, 3 for free tonight. By the way, they're always free at Zaleski Sports. Jason Zaleski here. Lucas Hoheisel producing today's broadcast. It's Manitowoc and what I've kind of termed the Madison All-Stars going on over, well, I guess across Lake Winnebago to our east. Over in Manitowoc, and yep, that young man is up, and we'll be underway here again shortly as take a look here. Number 63, Bryce Folks, is being helped off the field. Looks like the left leg is going to need some attention, and he'll get that, and we'll be underway here again, 3rd and 7, upcoming for the Rockets. And again, as I said, it is Spash and Oshkosh West. Mike Wendlandt on the call over in Stevens Point. Steve Maves on the call in Manitowoc. And again, you get me here tonight. Good luck, everybody. 3rd and 7 will put Elkin in the pistol. McLowry stands behind him. He's got 2 receivers split to his right. That's the bottom of your screen. One now in motion. The motion man is Bryce Brunel. And Elkin takes the snap, looks right, fires right, and the pass is completed as the tip toe by Chase Hanselman will bring up a 1st down for the Rockets. A gain of around 9 on 3rd and 7, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the Rocket 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 on the pass play. So just a few minutes into this one. Thanks everybody for joining us here tonight. Elkin again in the pistol, and again puts Brunel in motion to his left. Elkin on the high snap, brings it down, gives to McLowry, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. In on the stop for Bayport, number 5, Logan Lasecki. And Lasecki knifed through the Rockets' offensive line, and it's a loss of almost 3 on the play. We're going to give him a loss of 2, so we will as well. A loss of 2 on the carry for McLowry on his 2nd carry here today. McLowry averaging 5.7 yards per carry coming into this one. Now Elkin on the play action, looking deep for Hanselman. Had him, now throws it and overthrew every player on the field there. You had Hanselman early in the route. On the post pattern, had Hanselman, but fired it a bit late. Was looking for something a little bit more. It'll bring up 3rd and long for the Rockets. Rockets able to convert a 3rd down just a few moments ago, and looking now to convert a 3rd and long. They've got 3rd and 12 plus is what I'll call it. Elkin now in the shotgun. Elkin looks left. Now we'll have to scramble up in the pocket, and he'll be brought down there, sacked on the play by the Pirates. We'll get a number there as they unpile the sack, Jaden Montgomery. And it'll be 4th down upcoming, and the Rockets send the punt team on the field.
A.J. Kershane and Alex Sylvester, the deep men for the Pirates.
The snap is back. The punt is away. It's going to land just inside the 40, and it's going to back up and roll in the Pirates' favor. It's going to be down at the 43-yard line. And Bayport will set up shop for the first time today from its own 43-yard line. The drive for Neenah goes 1 minute, 58 seconds, and 7 yards. And the second, 3rd down, too much to overcome for the Rockets. Now the Pirates, again from their own 43-yard line, 1 man in motion, and this will be a keep. And nice run there by Eli Frank. Frank will gain 8 yards on 1st down for the Pirates. Frank there, a little option, had one to his left should he have needed to, didn't, and able to run forward. A gain of 8 on 1st down brings up 2nd and 2 for the Pirates. And inside of Rocket territory after 1 play from the line of scrimmage. So Frank again, this time in the shotgun. And Frank again will keep. He'll push forward and will only gain a yard as he's brought down by about 3 Rockets on the play. And leading the charge for Neenah on the defensive effort, number 35, Nate Lee. And the gain of 1 on the play for Frank will bring up 3rd and 1 for the Pirates. The give goes to Grzyzbowski. Grzyzbowski will push ahead. He'll gain 2 on 3 and 1, and that's enough for a Pirates 1st down.
Matthew Grzyzbowski on the carry.
So nice first run of the evening for Grzyzbowski. They used to say about Hall of Famer, old Dallas Cowboys fullback Daryl Johnston, I can give you 3 yards on 3rd and 3, and on 3rd and 8, I can give you 3 yards. I can give you 3 yards. That's it. Now Frank in the pistol and play action pass. Frank looks to his right and bobbled there, and the pass is incomplete. On the bobble, the pass is incomplete, intended there for number 44, Sam Brighter. Brighter, a 5'10" junior for the Pirates. Neenah Rockets, by the way, coached by Sam Young. And the Bayport Pirates, coached by Gary Westerman. Inadvertently left that out of the pregame, but got you caught up on it now. Take half a point for it. On the incomplete, 8:07, still to play here early in the game, early in the first quarter, and Frank will keep, and he's going to be dragged down from behind, not before, though, a gain of 5 on the play for Frank. He's brought down there by number 64, Caleb Letson. But 3rd run on the series for Frank. He's got 3 carries, 14 yards. And that brings up a 3rd and 5 as the Rocket fans here begin to make a little bit of noise. It's still early in the evening. Rocket fans will be activated soon. Smattering of applause now, and I tell you, like I said, it's been since October 2019 since we've had a football game here at Rocket Stadium. So some relearning may need to take place here and what to do on third down. Frank back to pass and fires wide of the mark. Pass intended there for number 84, Nate Fordsteck. And bring up fourth down. It looks like the Pirate offense may stay on the field. Question mark. Now a new group of Pirates comes on the field, and it looks like the Rockets may have at least forced the punt team to come out. We'll see if they do punt. Again, they are at the Rockets 41 on 4th and 5.
Jericho Klein punting for the Pirates.
So Klein wears number 12. Jericho Klein on to punt for the Pirates. And you're on watch duty here if you're on punt return for the Rockets. Want to make sure this punt is away, and Klein does send it away. The Pirates do punt. Fair catch is called for, and the ball will bounce out of bounds into the coffin corner. What a kick there by Klein as it falls down at the 4-yard line. Just exactly what you want there on the punt. You don't ask for a lot out of the punt team, just deliver the punt. And that is more than you asked for there, as Klein able to pin the Rockets deep. And they'll start with their quarterback likely, if he's in the pistol here, taking this one from his own end zone. And Elkin does have his heels on the end line. Once again, this one starts from the 5-yard line. Pass Elkin out to Hanselman. Hanselman puts a shoulder into one. And a gain of about 4 on first down on the connection from Elkin to Hanselman. Hunter Lorbeck in on the stop for the Pirates. Last drive for the Pirates. 1 minute 48 seconds, so a minute 58 for the Rockets on its first drive, a minute 48 for the Pirates. So defense winning the day here so far here tonight. Elkin now empties the backfield, now puts one in motion. And the motion man gets the give, and a broken tackle, and still on his feet is Colin McLowry, and McLowry is going to bring it across the 30-yard line. A big run on second down for the Rockets. 22 yards on the carry for McLowry. So run there for McLowry. Again, gain of 22 on the play. Brings the Rockets, you would say, out of the shadows of their own goalpost, but the sun's setting, no shadows left to be found. But they don't have Elkin's back heels on the goal line anymore, and that's a big positive. Now Elkin will keep, and it looks like he may have tripped coming out of the backfield. It'll go down as a loss of 3.5 for Elkin on his first official rush attempt of the evening. New pair of Rockets will bring the play in for quarterback Luke Elkin. And Elkin a big week last week over in Green Bay with the 52-0 win over Preble. Scored a couple times, had a bunch of those rushing yards. Now Elkin, he's going to scramble and evades one and will push forward. He'll get his loss of yardage back on the previous play, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Rockets.
Gets it back up to the 31, gain of 3.
So after the big 22-yard run by McLowry, the Rockets are back at that spot, now 3rd and 10 from just across, or right at their 31-yard line. So Elkin surveys the defense, now puts his offensive line down. He's got 2 receivers split wide to the top of the screen, and McLowry goes in motion, and it's going to be a fade to Hanselman, and the pass overthrown by about 5 yards, and 4th down upcoming for the Rockets.
Marcus Jones is at the punt.
So again, the Rockets started, they were pinned deep. And I suppose one takeaway here for Coach Young is you're able to gain over 20 yards on the drive and get that ball back into favorable field position here. Maybe, and yeah, they will, as on the punt return, number 15, Alex Sylvester brings it out across the 40. Ball marked down at the 44. So Pirates start from their own 43 a drive ago, now start at the 44. So really the same field position. Didn't do much with it on that first drive. Again, first drive just over a minute 40 long. And essentially from the same spot on the field. See what the Pirates can do this time. As Frank will again keep on the option. And he'll dive ahead, a gain of 9 for Eli Frank.
Elijah Frank on the keeper. Tripped up by Matt Young.
Again, Frank goes 6'4", 220 as a senior for Coach Westerman and the Pirates. Frank, 4 carries, 23 yards here in the first quarter. So Pirates break the huddle for the second time here in the quarter. They find themselves in Rocket territory. Again, the drive did fizzle on the first drive of the game from the 40, and we've got a false start here on Bayport. It'll be backed up 5 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 6 upcoming for Bayport. Coach Young coaching up his defense in the meantime. I don't believe Coach Young felt they were lined up in the defense that was called, and so fortunate for the Rockets, I suppose. The false start give Coach Young and the Rockets a chance to realign the defense. And on the penalty, ball pushed back into Pirate territory. And game 4 of the year for Neenah, first of the season here at Rocket Stadium. 2 on the road and a home game to start the year, but the home game up the road at St. Mary Catholic. And Frank again will keep on the option and was hit momentarily by number 52, Carson Clark. And then finally cleaned up on the play by Blake Dietzen. And a gain of about 3 on the carry for Frank. Rocket fans again relearning the defensive chant. Now they realize, wait a minute, we're on aluminum bleachers here. We can use our feet and make a whole bunch of noise. That's the way to do it. 3rd down now, and Frank puts 1 in motion. And Frank again will keep himself up the middle, and that will only gain about a yard as the Rocket defense stands one more time, coming hopping out of the pile, number 15, Matt Young. So a gain of 1 brings up 4th and 2 for the Pirates. They punted from deeper inside of Rocket territory on what I recall to be about a 4th and 1. Now on 4th and 2, they keep the offense on the field. So offense stays on the field. Frank again in the pistol. Rockets on the sidelines ask for noise from their fans behind them. Frank now will reset the offense. Put 2 now to his left. Rockets crowd the line of scrimmage on 4th down. And Frank was attempting to draw the Rockets offside. They don't. The defense holds. And Frank calls the timeout. It'll be a Bayport timeout. Their first timeout taken here tonight. And it'll allow us to get you caught up on a couple things. See if I can remember where I put everything here today. It's been a while. Again, thanks everybody for watching. Again, as I said before, now is the best time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers how you found us. And let them watch live free sports right along with you. Schedule an appointment at the Fleet Farm Auto Service Center today. Their professionals handle tire installation and rotation, oil changes, filter and battery replacements, and more. Schedule an appointment online today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955.
For the Pirates.
So 4th and 2 after the timeout. Coach Westerman tells his offense to get back on the field. They do. And the Pirates will go for it. They do. The handoff comes up the middle, and this will be right at the line to gain. It looks like it is a Pirate first down as the handoff goes to Grzybowski. And on 4th and 2, Grzybowski gets 3, and that's enough for a Pirate first down.
It's 1st and 10 for Bayport.
So Grzybowski gets just enough. And a fresh set of downs for the Pirates. Pirates did get a first down on that first drive. And then the drive fizzled out at the 40, so about 6 yards forward of where they are now. That drive only taking 1:40 seconds, nearly 3 minutes taken off the clock here on this drive as Frank takes the low snap, hands off to Grzybowski. Grzybowski will get 2 yards. Tackled by a few Rockets, and nice work there by the interior of the defense. Interior defense with the tackle, and also not allowing me to see who made the tackle. Had about 6 arms in there on Grzybowski, so nice gang tackle by the Rockets that time. 2nd and 8 now for Bayport. Coach Young again paces the sideline, aligning his defense. And back to pass now is Frank on the pump fake. He's going to go deep, and feet get tangled. No call as the pass intended for Sam Barry. And on the coverage for the Rockets, Matt Young and Jace Jenkins, as they did a nice job there of bracketing the intended receiver, Sam Barry, 6'1" junior for Bayport, and 3rd down now upcoming again for the Pirates. So let's go D. Couple folks in front of us let that fly. Now the applause begins here a little bit. These Rockets fans will get into it eventually. No, they will. As Frank now rolls out to his right, comes back to the middle of the field and overthrows his intended target, number 84, Nate Forvstek. So the second time that Frank went to Forvstek here in the quarter, both times overthrew. And it is now 4th down, Bayport. So 4th down from the 44-yard line. All that noise, and 12 yards on the drive for the Pirates. It's late coming on the field for Neenah, number 33, Jack Monson. Punting again for the Pirates is Jericho Klein. And Klein will step into it from his own 45-yard line, kick this one to the wide side of the field, where a fair catch is called there and hauled in by Dane Newman. So drive there, 3 minutes, 51 seconds. Again, as I said, a drive of 12 yards for the Pirates. Drive of 17 yards and now 12. And both offenses, as of now, looking for the go button. Neenah a drive of 7 yards and 26 yards. So both offenses have not gotten a rhythm yet. Now we play under a minute left here in the first quarter. And Elkin again with an empty backfield, 3 split to the bottom of the screen. Elkin takes the snap, looks, and quarterback draw. Elkin with room to run. Elkin over the middle, and he's over the 30, up near the 35-yard line. He'll call it the 34-yard line, and a gain of 23 on the carry for Luke Elkin. So on the last drive, Rockets able to get a big run from McLowry, a run of 22 for Colin McLowry, then not able to do anything with it. We'll see what the Rockets can muster here after the big run from Elkin. Elkin now turns to pass, didn't like the bubble screen, and now will keep it himself and causes a little bit of traffic on the outside, and then fumbles the ball, and the ball will go out of bounds. So Elkin fumbles the ball. Fortunately for the Rockets, it goes out of bounds as Luke Elkin, all he could do was just stare at it and just tell the football, keep rolling, please, keep rolling, get out of bounds. So they give him a gain of 6 So 4 carries now, 29 yards for Elkin. And McLowry 3 carries, 23 yards. And 19 seconds left to play here in the first. So 2nd and 5 now for the Rockets. Here's Elkin, puts one man in motion. And we'll go the other way with it. Bit of a counter on the motion, if you want to think of it like that. Elkin breaking tackles. He's across the 50. He's got a block. He gets the block. Past the 30, inside the 25. And a big run for Luke Elkin and the Rockets. "37 yards on the carry for Elkin and a big run to what should end quarter number 1, and the Rockets will begin quarter number 2 set up in good shape. We will start the second quarter with the Rockets inside the Pirates' 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 when we come back.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Hey, it's Dean Blandino, and I'm here to tell you that Zaleski Sports is Wisconsin's hometown high school sports network. Get Wisconsin sports updates every day with Zaleski Sports. That's where I get my Wisconsin sports updates. And listen, while we're here, all right, I'll admit it. Dez caught it, but the Packers won. The end.
Five carries, 66 yards in the quarter for Luke Elkin, and the big one just a moment ago, 37-yard rumble for the senior here on senior night, Luke Elkin, and the Rockets will start quarter number 2 inside the Pirates' 25-yard line. Ball spotted at the 24, where it is 1st and 10, Neenah. Elkin just took that ball. He started it up the middle, or maybe just bounced it off a left tackle. And then as he kept running, Pirates almost got in the way of each other. And Elkin just found himself continually on the move. Did get one big block down on the outside, able to spring him for all 37 of those yards. So 1st and 10 now for the Rockets. First time in Pirate territory here tonight. It starts at the start of the second quarter. Elkin with the handoff to McLowry. McLowry will attempt to bounce it outside, and that will go nowhere as he's brought down by Jaden Montgomery. And as he's brought down, it's a loss of 2 on the carry for McLowry. So another big tackle made by Jaden Montgomery here in this first half. So ball now pushed outside of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 26. Elkin has McLowry to his left. 2 receivers split to the top of the screen. One comes in motion. Again, the motion man, Dylan Stockman. Now Elkin back to pass, and he's tripped, and the flag comes out on the play. And this will be a first down for the Rockets on coverage. Number 23, Mason Clark, and the flag thrown near where Clark was while he was on the coverage, and indeed that is the call. Well, or will they be just short? Yeah, they're still marking off the yardage here. It should be a first down. There they go. Okay, so it's a first down now from the 11-yard line for the Rockets. So Rockets now officially in deep territory for the Pirates. I thought the White Hat hadn't made the call yet, but he did. So my bad, Lucas. So Elkin again in the shotgun. McLowry this time to his right, and Elkin looks right. And now we'll tuck it and run. Elkin across the 10, near the 7-yard line, and he gets stood up there at the 7. as Elkin came up standing, and coming off the field is Tevin Montgomery. Montgomery was in on the tackle, and he shakes his right arm there as though he may have had a stinger coming off the field, but it is a gain of 5 yards on the carry for Elkin. 6 carries, 71 yards for the senior, number 44, Luke Elkin. Ball spotted on the 7. Elkin now has 2 receivers split wide to each his left and right, now puts one in motion, and Elkin gives the handoff to the motion man, and he will not make the corner as the give to Weston Lurtle, and Lurtle gets taken down by Jaden Montgomery. It'll be a loss of about 2 on the carry for Lurtle. Give Alex Sylvester credit here in the stadium for the tackle, and who am I to disagree? Sounds good to me. So 3rd down now as the Pirates defense has stiffened after giving up the big 37-yard run to Elkin. Third and 7, call it 3rd and 8. So Elkin looks left, now looks right, throws to the end zone, and up, and is it caught? It is! It is a touchdown, Rockets! It looked like the touchdown reception brought down by Eli Schmidt. It was, so Schmidt on the catch. And the Rockets are on the board. And the extra point is up and good. And the Rockets take a 7-0 lead back to Rocket Stadium right after this.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 123 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 123 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Back to Rocket Stadium as the Neenah Rockets finish off an 89-yard drive, capped off by a 9-yard touchdown catch by Eli Schmidt. And it is 7-0 here, Neenah. And the kick is going to be brought down at the 12-yard line, and a big return here in the making. And still on his feet, still running, and it'll be Jaden Montgomery. And he will go the distance, a 90-yard touchdown kickoff return for Jaden Montgomery. So the Pirates come right back right after the Neenah touchdown and use special teams to make their big play here in the half, as the offense to that point had gained 29 total yards on 2 drives. And the big touchdown return for Jaden Montgomery, and it's a 1-point game, extra point pending for the Pirates. Coaches talk all the time about every facet of the game, offense, defense, special teams, and teams come through first for the Pirates here tonight. So we Klein on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, and Klein is true and good, and we are tied at 7 here in Neenah. 9:16 left here in the second. And we'll tell you about Josh Carter State Farm. Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At Josh Carter State Farm Agency. Josh and his team at State Farm are your one-stop shop in the Fox Valley for the service you deserve and the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Josh Carter is ready to help. Call 920-722-4277. That's 920-722-4277 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Josh Carter, State Farm of Neenah. Well, we're all tied at 7. Rockets offense should get the ball back here on this kick. They look good in that last drive again. 89-yard drive. Just over 2.5 minutes. Special teams for the Pirates strikes back. Another short kick by Bayport, and that'll just be fallen on down at the 30-yard line. Heads up play by Chase Hanselman, the 6'1" senior. And Hanselman and the Rockets will start at their own 31-yard line. Their best starting field position here this evening. So Elkin and the Rockets back on the field. Empty backfield again for Elkin. Elkin puts one in motion, and the handoff again comes to the motion man. That's McLowry. McLowry looking for a block around the edge. Gives a stiff arm, and McLowry spun down across the 50, across the 45-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 44. We'll add up those yards. How about 25 yards on the run for Colin McLowry? So a couple big runs for McLowry on the night so far, a 22-yarder, and that one there, a 25-yard run. A nice block thrown on the edge by McLowry, and then the stiff arm. And those two things broke Colin free. And a gain of 25, Rockets just like that in one play are in Pirate territory. Elkin now will fire out to the right side. The pass complete there to Hanselman. And Hanselman puts his shoulder down, a gain of 5 on the pass completion. The second completion of the day to Hanselman. So inside the 40-yard line, they'll mark him down at the 39. So 2nd and 5 now for Neenah. Again, back-to-back drives now for the Rockets, at least this one in the making. Call it 1.5 drives. Have looked good. Again, that first one, 7 yards. The second one, 26 yards. But the Rockets and Coach Young may have found something. And they found it on the ground for the most part here in the second quarter. Again, Elkin with one in motion, gives the give goes to McLowry. McLowry is going to be ridden down, a gain of a few for McLowry as he's brought down by Mason Clark. Give him a gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. So 6 carries, 49 yards for McLowry. 6 carries, 71 yards for Elkin. And as a team, the Rockets over 100 yards rushing through about a quarter, well, we'll call it a quarter and a half. We won't get all the way into fractions here. I guess I could say a quarter and 3/5. Something like that, almost a half. Now Elkin right away on the keep, and Elkin races to the outside. He got a block, nice block, and just dragged down. The block thrown there by Nick Hoffman. But from the 36, and they're going to mark him down at the 16. That's a gain of 20 on my abacus. And now 7 carries, 91 yards, and the Rockets on the ground keep eating away at the Pirates here in the second quarter. Clock winds near 7 minutes before the halftime break. Elkin again puts McLowry in motion. McLowry with the give. He's going to race to the outside. He'll get the corner. Now he'll turn upfield, and he'll be spun down. And a gain of about 8 for Colin McLowry. So bring up 2nd and 2 for the Rockets as they keep matriculating the ball down the field. Ball marked inside the 10. Looks like about the 7-yard line. Or again, it is 2nd and 2, and Coach Young, all kinds of options here on 2nd and 2, even with a short field ahead of him. But all kinds of options here as Elkin, 4 receivers in the play, 1 in motion now. Elkin now will sprint left, look left, now come back to his right, and throw to a wide open receiver in the touchdown again for Eli Schmidt, and the Rockets score again here in the second. What a play call there for the Rockets. Two minutes, 59 seconds, and the 69-yard drive this time. Capped off with another Eli Schmidt touchdown, and extra point is no good, but the Rockets lead 13-7 on, again, back-to-back good drives for Neenah here in the quarter. I mean, technically that second-to-last drive started with 54 seconds left in the first, but I'm going to call that the second quarter. Either way, back-to-back drives for the Rockets, and they score both times. Both times passes to Eli Schmidt, one for 9 yards, that one for 7. And the Rockets looking good here in what is week 4. Again, they come in with a record of 1-2. They lose a close one in week 1 just up the road at St. Mary Catholic, one that is called a home game for Neenah. They lose that one 2014. And then playing in Kiel, but against Fond du Lac in week 2, they lose 56-21. But certainly got things squared away over in Green Bay at Green Bay Preble last week, 52-0. And lead here 13-7 with 6:16 left to play before halftime. And the kick is up and away. It'll be fielded again at the 10-yard line. And again, the kick return comes to the bench side of the Neenah Rockets. And nice return there by Mitchell Merhalski. And Merhalski will bring it up to the 39-yard line. Again, if you're just joining us, it was Jaden Montgomery on a 90-yard kick return touchdown for Bayport just a few minutes ago. And those are the 7 points for the Pirates. Otherwise, they've got 29 yards of total offense here with 6:09 to play in the first half. So Rockets defense has been good enough, if not just straight up good, here through a quarter and a half. And Frank gives the handoff to Grzybowski. Grzybowski will get the edge and will scratch out a couple, give him gain of 3 on the carry. So 4 carries, 10 yards for Grzybowski. So the Rockets doing the job against Pirates' running back running threat, is how we'll term it anyway. Grzybowski coming in with 431 yards on the season. And jet sweep and knifing through the defense, bringing down the ball carrier. As soon as he turns, we'll get the number for you. But what a play there by number 81, Weston Lertle, I believe is who that was. Or is that 91? More likely 91, Darius Jones. But a loss of 3 on the play, and 3rd and 12 now for the Pirates. I just got done saying Neenah's defense good enough, if not flat out good. That was good plus. So now Frank with his Pirates on 3rd and long will roll out to his right, look back to his left, and he's got Grzybowski in the flat, and he's going to be pulled down short of the line to gain. It is a completed pass, a gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the play, but he's brought down by Jace Jenkins, and the punt team again comes out on the 3 and out for the Pirates.
4th and 3 coming up for the Pirates. Jericho Klein in punt formation for the Pirates.
So Klein in to punt for the third time here this evening. And the punt unleashed from his 34-yard line, an end-over-end kick caught just outside of the 20 as the fair catch is called for by Matt Young. And the Rockets offense comes back on the field, and a big round of applause for the Rocket defense as they head off, along with special teams there. And again, 36 yards on 3 drives for the Pirates. And short drive times too, 2:16, 3:51, 1:40. Pirates being chased off the field quickly by the Rocket defense here tonight as the give comes up the middle. And the Pirate defense swarms to the point of attack as McClowry will gain none and bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Ball stays at the 21. It'll be 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 as Elkin back in the shot. Well, we'll call it the pistol as he's got one behind him. And now looking left and throwing. And that ball, best chance at it was probably Bayport's Hunter Lorbeck as Lorbeck cut in front of the intended receiver, Weston Lurtle. But nice play there by, again, number 7, Hunter Lorbeck. And Lorbeck able to undercut that just a bit. And Elkin, whether he knew it or not, wisely threw it outside of the reach of anybody. So 3rd and 10 now for the Rockets. Again, they've scored on their last 2 drives, both touchdown passes to Schmidt. Elkin looking to pass, rush comes heavy, middle screen set up for the Rockets. And bouncing it to the outside, did McClowry get enough? And no is the answer. He steps out of bounds. Gain of 5 on the pass reception. And that'll bring up 4th and 5. And Coach Young immediately calls for the punt team. And the punt team on the field for Neenah.
Darius Jones on the punt for the Rockets.
So 6 yards on the drive. That goes 47 seconds. The best effort by the Pirate defense here so far through the night. A nice spiral kick will be caught at the 35-yard line and then flushed to his left and tripped up on the punt return, number 15, Alex Sylvester. And Sylvester and the Pirates will begin this drive at their own 42-yard line. Again, the Pirates have had good starting field position here tonight. They've started from their own 43, their own 44, their own 34, and now their own 42. So they're essentially starting at their own 40-yard line with just 60 yards of gridiron in front of them. But again, only 26 yards of offense for the Pirates here in the first half. So Frank now on the little pepper pop behind the line of scrimmage, and that will go nowhere as brought down is Mitch Merholski, and Merholski will gain 1 on the play.
No gain on the play. Stays at the 43-yard line, 2nd and 10.
The announcer calls no gain, 1 yard either way. 2nd and long for Bayport. See if we can get you a score out of Stevens Point. Again, Spash and Oshkosh West doing battle as Frank gives off to Grzybowski, and Grzybowski's going to be hauled down, a gain of about 2. That's been his average here today as Carson Clark brings him down. Well, they're going to push him out here a little bit. We'll call it a gain of 4, so 5 carries, 14 yards. And it is 3:15 left to play in the second. Oshkosh West 14, Spash 7. And Spash with that early win over the Rockets here in week 1. And Spash been on the other end of it since then. And whistles blow on 3rd and 7. And it's going to be a timeout. Neenah, we will take that timeout as well. 1:39 left before half when we come back.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
All right, again, back here to Rocket Stadium. As I said at the open, I haven't had a home football game here since October of 2019. It's been a while. And Manitowoc and Madison. And we're pulling up a score here. And Madison 16, Manitowoc nothing. Just over the river, through the woods, and across Lake Winnebago from here. So 3rd and 6 now for the Pirates out of the Neenah timeout. And it's Frank back to pass. Passes into the left flat and hits his fullback there. That is number 44, Sam Breeder, and brought down just a gain of a couple. And Breeder brought down, and that'll bring up 4th down as the ball just across the 50-yard line into Neenah territory, marked at the 49. So 4th down and a long 2. We're going to call it 3 here. I'm going to call it 3 as I look right down the line of scrimmage along with you. And Frank quickly back to the line of scrimmage, 106 and counting. Now changes the formation. And went on a hard count the last time in this scenario. Now it looks like he's going to count it out again as he changed the formation one more time. The back judge has begun his count, and it is timeout Bayport as the Rockets defense keeps their shape, if you want to talk about, give that a bit of a soccer term there. As we saw Neenah soccer over Oshkosh West last night, and what I believe to be a final 5-3 win for Neenah, 5-2 or 5-3. Highlights of that are on Facebook at Zaleski Sports Wisconsin. You can check those out at any time you like. And we'll put them up right at the conclusion of this game. We'll put the highlights also on Fox Sport, or on Zaleski Sports Fox Valley. Well, listen, the name Fox Sports is apparently up for grabs around here because now it's Bally Sports. So maybe Lucas and I will make an acquisition on the way home. Buy a domain or something. Yeah, and now Lucas is liking it. Now he likes what I say. We're going to go domain name shopping. So 4th down, and the Pirates on to punt again. And the snap is back, and the punt is away. And will land and roll harmlessly into Neenah territory right around the 17-yard line. There we go. I always like it when the PA announcer agrees with me. It's a good feeling. Make sure I get these things right for you folks watching at home. It's a lot of pressure. That's what it is. So the drive there goes about 2 minutes, 20 seconds and 9 yards. So again, the Rocket defense doing its job here in the first half. Neenah leads 13-7. Again, Bayport dropped last week's game against De Pere 20-13. So low scoring output last week for Bayport. And another low scoring output so far in the first half as the pass is complete over the middle to Nick Hoffman. And Elkin and the Rockets quickly back to the line of scrimmage, and now they do call the timeout. And we will keep it here for that timeout. We take another live look, at least here in the broadcast booth, and the score remains 16-0 Madison over Manitowoc, as we thank folks in Manitowoc for having the confidence to bring us back one more time over there. We did Manitowoc, Appleton West a couple weeks ago. Apparently we did it so nice they wanted us back again. So that was good. The Advanced Spine Center of Wisconsin is the Fox River Valley's ambulatory surgery center. The Advanced Spine Center of Wisconsin has two operating rooms specializing in neurospine procedures, pain management, and total hip and knee replacement. With 3 overnight suites, the Advanced Spine Center of Wisconsin makes your stay comfortable. Visit Advanced Spine Center of Wisconsin on Facebook today. Out of the Coach Young timeout, the Rockets are back on the field. They will see a 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line with 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Elkin with three, now two split to his right. And Elkin looks right, now comes back to his left, still looking there, and fires. And the pass is incomplete as it skips in towards its intended receiver, Nick Hoffman. Nice job on coverage there. Number 28, Caden Myers.
Caden Myers had the coverage for Bayport.
So Myers was close, and the incomplete pass stops the clock at 32 seconds, where it is 2nd and 10 for the Rockets. Going to mention highlights. Highlights of this game will be available. Well, here's what I'll tell you. You wake up tomorrow morning and go to Facebook, Zaleski Sports Fox Valley. They'll be right on there. It'll be about midnight tonight, but you may not want to stay up that late as the pass hooked up to Hanselman. Hanselman is across the 40, down out of bounds at the 43-yard line on a dime from Luke Elkin.
Sylvester on the tackle for Bayport.
Sylvester pushes Hanselman out of bounds, and the clock stops with 26 seconds left. It's 1st and 10 from the Neenah 43-yard line, and the Rockets again are on the move. This drive started back at the 17, now near the midfield stripe. Between the 40s here, for my purposes anyway, is midfield. Got a lot you can do from this area of the field here, but not a lot of time left to do it in. So Coach Young keeps a watchful eye on the game clock. 26 seconds left here to play in the first half. Again, Elkin sprinting out to his left, throws left, and looking for the first down, and the first down is there. And Coach Young says, we got to go right now. Let's get on it. It is Weston Lurtle with the reception. 18 seconds as the ball is spotted down. The clock rolls there. Elkin will spike it with 15 seconds left to play here in the half. The ball just across into Bayport territory from the Pirate 46-yard line. Again, 15 seconds, no timeouts. Or I'm sorry, one timeout left for Neenah. Neenah, one timeout left in the half. See if Coach Young wants to, again, throw something over the middle, get the quick timeout, and then maybe have two plays to the end zone, depending on time and situation. You might have at least one, but you're going to have to gain about 15 yards or so here on 2nd and 10 to give yourself a shot at that. But you got the whole field here in front of you. Looking to take a lead to halftime at a minimum. Now Elkin will go deep down the left side. Hanselman is there. And on the back shoulder fade, Hanselman makes the adjustment. Ball down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. 8 seconds left. The Rockets will use, well, or will they? I thought they were going to use their last timeout. 8 seconds. The ball is spotted. The clock is wound now. 6, 5, and so that whole transaction takes 4 seconds. You still have the timeout, but now with 4 seconds left, what do? Do you have something for now where are we marked here? On the 14, so you need going to have a 31-yard field goal attempt, or you throw one to the end zone here. You got a timeout left to talk about it if you want to, if you're Coach Young. But Coach Young will take the timeout with him to the locker room, where
Second down and 10 for Neenah at the 14.
It'll be a warm, cozy at least, but the Rockets offense stays on the field. One in motion. Now the whistle blows from the Bayport side, and the Pirates will take a timeout. We will too. 4 seconds left in the half when we come back.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
So Coach Westerman and the Pirates will go to the locker room with no timeouts left. It appears as though Neenah will head to the locker room with one left, but either way, both teams with a chance to talk about it here off the Pirates timeout. And ball spotted at the 14. It's a 31-yard, likely a 31-yard field goal, and will we get to see that? That's the question here coming out of the timeout, and the answer is no, as this will be an offensive formation for the Rockets. Again, they will run the play from their own 14-yard line. They lead 13-7. Here's Elkin now, puts McLowry in motion. And McLowry now will pitch it back, and Elkin is going to be open near the corner, and the pass intercepted. Or was it incomplete? No, it was intercepted as the pass tried to do a little version of the Philadelphia special, but Mason Clark with the interception. And our half will end at a score of Neenah 13 and Bayport 7. Everybody, thanks for watching. We got a whole other half of football left. We're going to show you a really cool shot of the video board here while Lucas and I go take a break. And we will be back, though, a little bit later in the halftime to get you caught up and ready for second half football.
At the start of halftime tonight, we have a special presentation. Direct your attention down to the track. I'd like to take a moment to honor a longtime Neenah ambassador, Lisa Dorr, who will be retiring at the end of this school year. Our athletics administrative assistant. Lisa has been around for a lot of Neenah football games over the past couple of decades. She and her late husband, Nick, longtime members of the Neenah Football Booster Club. And tonight, on behalf of the Fox Cities Officials Association, our head official tonight, Travis Korth, would like to present Lisa with a plaque to show the Fox Cities officials' appreciation of her and what she's done for the association over the years. Lisa's willingness to let new officials get their start in officiating will always be remembered and appreciated. Even though the coaching staffs may have sometimes wanted more experienced officials, Lisa always understood the need for officials to get their start somewhere. She's been a pleasure to work with on behalf of the officials and will be missed. Please enjoy your retirement on behalf of the Fox Cities Officials Association. Congratulations to Lisa Dorr. Once again, she'll be retiring this year at the end of June. And now for your halftime entertainment, we direct your attention down to the north side of the track for the Neenah High School Marching Band performance. Here's some scores around the Fox Valley Classic Conference tonight. All just before halftime or at halftime. Fond du Lac leads Green Bay Preble 49-3. Kimberly over Appleton East 10-0 at halftime. De Pere and Appleton West tied at 14 at halftime. Appleton North leading Pulaski 14-0. Oshkosh West leads Stevens Point 14-7. Ashwaubenon leads Oshkosh North 13-0. And Sheboygan South leading Sheboygan North 21-0 at halftime. And also Menasha's leading Racine Horlick 21-6 at the half. A round of applause to the Neenah High School Marching Band, their first performance of the school year.
Ball worked around higher, launches a three, got it.
So a good win for Mosinee tonight.
Ty Pankratz picks it. Simone at first in time. And the Stratford Tigers are state champions.
The Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals are your Division V state champions.
Jamal Williams, Jay Slag Daddy, first Slag Kazakage, letting y'all know, running back from the Green Bay Packers, that I am in the house.
At Superior High School, where we have a beautiful facility, artificial turf. This ballpark, relatively new, built.
You belong in your home.
I'm in the house.
Today's broadcast for the Eau Claire North Huskies, number 2, averaging 22.2 points per game. 3:22 into the game, and we see Whitewater's Ken Larson make his way in for the touchdown.
And we have with us former Amherst Falcon, former Wisconsin Badger, Tyler Biadasz. Tyler, thanks for joining us.
All right, again, welcome back to Rocket Stadium. Just about time here for second half. Got about 2 minutes left here remaining in the halftime. Give us time to catch you up on first half stats. Again, Jason Zaleski here, Lucas Hoheisel producing today's broadcast. For Bayport, been a struggle on offense for the Pirates through one half of action here tonight. They have 45 yards of total offense on just 4 drives of 17, 12, 7, and 9 yards. And again, the Neenah defense, big reason why our halftime score is 13-7. Individually for the Pirates, we'll go through rushing stats. 6 carries, 27 yards for Elijah Frank, and 5 carries, 14 yards for Matt Grzybowski. For the Pirates, that's been it. And again, it's been an offensive struggle in a lot of ways for the Pirates here in the first half. First half stats for Neenah, 137 total yards for the Rockets. That done on 5 drives, and the 5th drive. Hold on here. Hold it. News coming in. 6 drives. That last drive goes 72 yards, but does fizzle out at the 11-yard line. I'm sorry, the 14-yard line of the Rockets. It goes just 44 seconds, but the half expires on an incompletion on 3rd down for Neenah. For the Rockets, and it's been a rush-heavy attack for the Rockets here tonight, except for the 2 scores. We'll get back to those in just a moment. But first, rushing, it's 8 carries and 57 yards for Colin McLowry, and 7 carries, 91 yards for Luke Elkin in first half action here tonight. And 2 touchdown passes for Elkin, and those both go to number 88, Eli Schmidt, 9-yard and 7 yards apiece for the scores for the Rockets. For Bayport, I said their offense has struggled. It has 45 yards total in the first half, and it took a 90-yard kick return touchdown for Jaden Montgomery to get the Pirates on the board. And that happened early in the second quarter. Very early in the second quarter. So that's been it. A couple of touchdown passes from Elkin to Schmidt, and the 90-yard kick return touchdown for Montgomery. And that gives us our score here as we are just about ready to start the second half here from Rocket Stadium in Neenah, with the Neenah Rockets leading the Bayport Pirates 13-7. 14-13, Oshkosh West over Spash. And Madison over Manitowoc, 16-0. All games live. All games live and free. All games live free at ZaleskiSports.com. Watch them all, folks. They're all there for you. Plus a lot of other action going on all across the high school world here in the state of Wisconsin tonight. Probably find some other ones. I don't have them all. I just know the ones I told you. That's it. But some pretty good ones. Again, 14-13, Oshkosh West and Spash. That one still at the halftime. We are first out of halftime here tonight, and the Rockets will kick. And the ball dropped at around the 7-yard line, then picked back up. It'll be taken to about the 17-yard line, and the Rockets fans allowed here to start the second half, as a little bit of a struggle for Mitch Michalski on the kick return, and his Pirates will start inside their own 20. Ball will be marked down at the 18-yard line, and the Pirates will set up there to begin half number 2. We'll see if that Rocket defense can continue what they started in the first half. By the way, Josh B. says go Rockets. Thank you, Josh, for watching. And those of you that are watching on a mobile device, feel free to chat along with us tonight. We will give you shout-outs every time. So Frank now turns to Grzybowski. Grzybowski goes off left tackle. And another gang tackle. Still moving. Whistle now finally blow after a gain of, called a long 4 for Grzybowski. at just over 4 yards, not quite at 5 yards. So you call it what you want. I call it a gain of 4. So it brings up second down for the Pirates. Again, more football coming to you tomorrow from Kenosha at ZaleskiSports.com. Tell you about that after this play. As Frank back to pass, looks left, and that pass is complete. And the defensive back tried to jump the route, missed on the swat, and Nate Forsteck able to come up with the catch, a gain of about 10 on the pitch and catch from Frank to Forsteck, and it's a first down for Bayport. Zaleski Sports is the exclusive video broadcaster for the Northern Lights Football League Amateur Football. And we've got preseason action from Kenosha tomorrow as the Kenosha Cougars take on the Wisconsin Slayers. What a name. Lucas knows about the Slayers from last year. Headed up by Rick Hanna. Got Kyle down in Kenosha. Going to have a great time down there. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. Watch it live at ZaleskiSports.com as Frank has a man open and he hits his man. Big pass play here to Michalski as Michalski will haul it in inside the 30-yard line, maybe almost down to the 20. We'll watch him step it off here. Yep, right at the 25-yard line, and a gain of about, make sure we get my, gain of over 40 on the pass play. So Pirates on the move here on their first possession of any kind by any team here in the second half. The Pirates down to the Neenah 25-yard line, their furthest trip into Rocket territory here in the game. Frank will keep and run it straight up the middle, and he's twisted down after a gain of about 3, call it 4 on the carry by Frank. Caleb Letson on the tackle for the Rockets. Ball rests now at around the 23-yard line, 22-yard line of the Rockets. Frank changes formation in the pistol now, and the give is to Grzybowski, and Grzybowski is going to be hit near the line of scrimmage. He might have scratched out 1 yard on the carry. Nice gang tackle by the Rocket defense. And you look at Grzybowski's rushes on the day, 2 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, 4, 4, and 1. That's it. 7 carries, 19 yards. As again, the Rocket defense, especially against the run, has been tough here so far tonight. The Rocket defense turns to parents sitting in front of us, asks them to stand up and make some noise here on third down. Third and a long 5, we'll call it 6 for the Pirates. And Frank on the give, and again, the run defense for the Rockets is supreme here tonight as no gain on the play to Grzybowski. So 4th and 6 here, and interesting decision coming up for Coach Westerman. He's going to keep his offense on the field, but the interesting decision is, what do you do here? You're going to probably have to air it out. Maybe you can call something to Frank if you can get a little action going and get Frank around one of the corners, maybe bring him to your bench side as, again, Frank resets and changes the formation. Now Frank drops back to pass, looks left, pump fake, throws to the corner, and the pass is off of the shoulder pads of Sam Barry, incomplete, and the Rockets defense jubilant off the field. Look like in pass coverage there, Matt Young. And Young may have done just enough. I don't think he got his hand on the ball, but did just enough to break the concentration of one Sam Barry as that ball off of his left shoulder and careens out of bounds, incomplete. So drive about 3 minutes, 50 seconds. As Neenah now on the offensive side, and not much going on first down for McLowry. Colin McLowry will be stopped for a gain of none.
Brought down at the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Drive starts at the 21-yard line, now 2nd and 10 from the same 21. Elkin ready and takes the snap. He'll keep it himself as he runs off a right tackle, carrying tacklers with him. Look at Luke Elkin, keeps his legs moving. Boys and girls watching at home, your coaches tell you to keep your legs moving, and that's why, as Elkin powers ahead, a gain of 8 on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and 2. 8 carries, 99 yards now for Elkin. So 3rd and 2 now for the Rockets. Under 7 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. First possession of the half for Neenah. Elkin slides his fullback to the right. We've got players moving everywhere, including Eli Schmidt getting a very big head start down on the far side of the field. The Pirates also moving, but it'll be a false start. And a 3rd and 2 now goes back to 3rd and 7. Lucas, I don't know if you had a chance to see the scoreboard animations here, but a couple cute ones. There. All right, Elkin now on what's turned out to be a 3rd and long. Throws in the flat to Hanselman, and pass incomplete. It was not going to be a first down even if Hanselman does catch it, as he's falling down in the process. And it may have been a 4th and 4. It's a 4th and 6 or 7 anyway, and the punt team comes on for the Rockets. So it'll equal a 3 and out with the penalty. And the punt fielded at the 40-yard line and punched out of bounds with the shoulder pad, I should say that. But hammered out of bounds, and the return, though, nice return for Alex Sylvester.
Alex Sylvester in the return takes it across the 50 or hit by Nate Lee.
Nate Lee on the tackle. And Nate Lee put the pop into Sylvester.
1st and 10 for Bayport.
So 6:15 on the clock as the Pirates will go back to work, and they start at the Rocket 48-yard line. Best field position here to start the game. It's a nice 61-yard drive for the Pirates one drive ago, but that drive thwarted by the Rocket defense. Now on 1st down, a run and a gain of about 4 yards for Grzyzbowski. Coach Westerman continues to go to Grzyzbowski. 9 carries now for 23 yards, looking to get his running back into a rhythm. And he came into the game with 431 yards through 3 full games. But the Rocket defense has been up to the challenge here so far. And they hang on to a 6-point lead as we are more than halfway through quarter number 3. Now Grzyzbowski again, and you see why Coach Westerman will keep feeding the rock to his running back, as that's going to be a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 1 upcoming. Now they're going to give him a 1st down, so I got to give him a gain of 6 on the play. It's a 1st down for the Pirates. Got just enough for that 1st down, apparently. So inside the 40-yard line now are the Pirates. And Josh B. watching online. Those of you watching on a mobile device, you can chat with us down below. We'll give you a shout out. And another run for Grzyzbowski, but he runs right into a brick wall, otherwise known as Caleb Weinberg. And Weinberg will keep Grzyzbowski to a gain of 1. Averaging 3 yards per carry here in the game is Grzyzbowski. 2nd and 9 now for Bayport as we come up on 4.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Back to pass is Frank. Frank on the pump fake, and that ball nearly intercepted and broken up, though, anyway. On the far side of the field in coverage, number 41, Xavier Stone. So nice play there by Stone, brings up a 3rd and 9. As the Rocket defense looks to stiffen once again on 3rd down. They have all game long. Now those in attendance beginning to stomp on the bleachers a little bit for some noise, a little bit to generate some warmth. It is getting a little bit colder here, Lucas. A little bit as the sun is way down. Now back to pass again is Frank. Frank in the flat. Finds his man there, but stumbling down is Brighter. And no gain on the play. Actually, they're going to say he lost a yard, and 4th and a full 10 now upcoming for Bayport. So Neenah defense has been tough here tonight. Looks like the Bayport offense remains on the field as the ball spotted at the Neenah 38-yard line. Eli Frank and the offense stays on. Something resembling a cheer coming from the Neenah crowd. This one fired to the end zone, and pass again broken up. The defense stands again for the Rockets. A nice job there on defense. In coverage was Dane Newman, and Newman comes off the field with a face mask full of grass and mud. And high fives all around as the Rockets defense again holds the Pirates, stops the offense. Another 2.5-minute drive, but not a lot to show for it for the Pirates. 10 yards on the drive. So from the 38, here come the Rockets. Second drive here of the half. And run up the middle, and about 4 Pirates will meet the ball carrier in the hole. That was McLowry. And no gain on the play for McLowry. Mason Clark in on the tackle for Bayport. Interesting, as the last 3 runs for Colin McLowry have all gone for 0 yards. As McLowry has hit a bit of a wall here. He did have a couple big ones in the first half, 22 and 25 yards. The last 3 have been for 0, 0, and 0. Now Elkin will go off left guard, and a flag comes in late. This one will come back as Elkin will gain 12 yards, but I believe this flag will bring this one back. And it is holding on the Rockets. And that hold right in the hole, and a flag appropriately thrown. Oshkosh North 15, Ashwaubenon 13. Fond du Lac 56, Green Bay Preble 3. I know there's no true state champion this year, and folks watching, Bayport and Neenah fans alike, you can tell me if Fond du Lac, if you think they would be the odds-on favorite if there was a state tournament this year. There isn't. But if there was, I think a lot of people would be wearing Cardinal red coming into the playoffs. I think. So 2nd and long now, Elkin over the middle, and a nice grab there as putting his hands up, Tristan Peterson. And Peterson, the 5'9" sophomore, comes down with a catch, a gain of 10. So they get the holding, they get the penalty yards back, but they lose it down in the process, so now it's 3rd and 10. Just a tick less than 10. But, yeah, I've watched a good bit of, whatever you want to call this, alt spring, alt fall, whatever it is this season. I happen to think Fond du Lac really good. Really good. But you can let me know. Tell me who you think. As Elkin back to pass on 3rd down. Screen set up to the left side, and the Pirates are all over it. Right there was Jaden Montgomery, and Montgomery, it's going to be a loss of 4 by the time he's through with Colin McLowry on the little slip screen here to the near side, and 4th down upcoming for the Rockets. Rockets will punt, and this one will be fielded right at the 40-yard line, and then brought down from behind, a gain of about 4 on the return. And as they unpile, it is number 24, A.J. Cotrain, on the return. And Bayport again with great field position. The field position has not been the problem for the Pirates. They'll start here at their own 44-yard line. Well, let's talk about that here just a bit, as Bayport has started from their own 43, 44, 34, 42, 44 now. They started at the Neenah 48. And one started at the 18. So field position has not been a problem. Their averaging starting field position is right here. But yards gained has been the problem, as there's not been much. And now we get a pre-snap penalty on Bayport. That'll push them back 5 yards. They had Bayport 45 yards offense in the first half. They've got 71, now 65 or 66 yards here in the second half. So just over 100 yards on the night for Bayport. Not enough. And that all due to the Neenah Rocket defense. So closing minute 20 here in quarter number 3. As Grozbowski up the middle, and Grozbowski will get 4 yards. It'll be second and long upcoming. 12th carry, though, of the game for Grozbowski. He's got better here in the second half. And again, I kind of felt Coach Westerman was going to keep with him. He has here, and Grozbowski gaining yards at a faster clip here in the second half than he did in the first. Oshkosh West 14, Stevens Point 13. As they have just started half number 2 in Stevens Point. Playing on the University of Wisconsin Stevens Point campus at Gerke Field. And brought down from behind is Frank. And he was brought down from behind by number 47, Caden Duncan. So nice job there, Duncan. It's actually going to be, say no gain. I say a loss of 1 on the play. All stats unofficial. So another third and long for Bayport. Again, stellar starting field position. They've lost 1 yard here on this drive. 5 of it due to penalty. Able to gain a few yards on a couple rushes since then, and now whistles on the field. And the third quarter has ended. And it'll be fourth quarter coming up. Our fourth quarter score when we return. Neenah 13 and Bayport 7.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
So 539 days between games here at Rocket Stadium. Again, last time October 2019, 539 days ago. The trivia question here in the stadium is, who did Neenah play that day? Now, all of you have got Google, so go ahead, Google it up and type in the answer down below. You got a free Zaleski Sports shirt for the first, or maybe we'll even do a drawing. I don't know. Put the answer up there, we'll see. I got at least one shirt up for the taking, if you can tell me. As Evan coming on to watch, and Evan, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. Frank back to pass, and the pass skips in, and the defense holds again for the Rockets. So big fourth down, and another big stand for the Rockets defensively. So they come out of the quarter change, which is a timeout. So both teams have a chance to regroup on the bench during the quarter change. And the Rocket defense, again, I say good enough to good to maybe good plus here tonight. So punting again is Jericho Klein. Punt will be fielded at the 23-yard line and fair caught there, as fair catch hauled in by Matt Young. And the Rockets will begin their third drive here in the half. No score. No score for either team in the half, so our halftime score stands through the third quarter as we essentially begin the fourth here, and still 13-7. So from the 23-yard line, Rockets going to look to do a couple things. Get some first downs. Who knows? Maybe the drive ends in a score, but get some first downs and get some time off the clock. Thanks, Evan. We appreciate you, man. As Elkin with the run. Elkin legs churning ahead. Still moving as Luke Elkin. And a big, look at this. They got a rugby scrum, and Elkin will not go down. A gain of 10 on the play for Luke Elkin. 109 yards on 9 carries for Luke Elkin. Yeah, my bad, Evan. I got what you're saying now. Yeah, I don't know who would dislike it. I don't know. A knucklehead. I don't know who would thumb down a broadcast like this, especially with a guest starring appearance by Lucas Hoheisel tonight. Who would ever put a thumbs down on YouTube? What a bunch of knuckleheads. That's what they are, Evan. Knuckleheads. We appreciate everybody watching tonight. And we've got a classic here in the making, it looks like, as the handoff be bounced outside by McLowry, and he'll tiptoe ahead, a gain of 2 for McLowry. It breaks his streak of carries for no yards. He had 3 in a row there for 0. Now get a gain of 2 and bring up 2nd and 8. So anyway, 539 days ago, last time Rockets played a game here at Rocket Stadium. Who was it against? Just type the answer in the comments, as Evan and Todd and Josh are doing. I got a T-shirt coming for somebody, as the intended receiver there slips coming out of his route. And that was Chase Hanselman, the intended receiver, but he slipped coming out of his break, and the pass incomplete. And, Todd, class of 1974. Congratulations, Todd, on your high school graduation. Oh, listen. Congratulations for coming back to watch. Got watching all the way from Wooster, Ohio. So 3rd and long now, Neenah with the 6-point lead, looking to keep the drive alive. And like I said before, one goal of this drive, if you're Coach Young, keep the clock moving. As Elkin now, and here comes the flag. A couple flags now. It was pass interference. In was Mason Clark, in before the ball had arrived, and this will be a first down for Neenah. Evan Hudson, Josh Hudson, there you go. All right, Evan and Josh, here's what we're going to do. You go on to Facebook, look up Zaleski Sports, and send a message on there. And give me your name and your address, and we'll get a T-shirt out in the mail to you on Monday. Thank you. Yes, you're right. Hudson, 539 days ago. Hudson was the last game hosted here prior to tonight. Again, 539 days. It's a long time. And everybody else watching, you got Google right there on your phone, man. Type it in. Congratulations, Evan and Josh. Again, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter at Zaleski Sports, and get us your name and your mailing address. We'll get a T-shirt out in the mail to you on Monday. And powering ahead, oh boy. So Luke Elkin showed how to move his feet and power ahead, and got Colin McLowry saying, you know what, I kind of liked what that looked like. I'm going to give that a shot, and he grinds out 7 yards. So 12 carries, 66 yards now for McLowry. And again, the clock keeps moving. Still a lot of time left, but you hold a 6-point lead. At a minimum, you got to burn clock. You'd like to score at the end of it. That would be the cherry on top, but you want to move and burn the clock, and Elkin on the design draw will lose 2.
on the play, back to the 45. 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5 now, still manageable for the Rockets. You got to convert here. Convert it. That's what you need on a long drive too. You need a couple 3rd down conversions. You need a couple nice plays. They did get a 3rd down conversion on the penalty just moments ago. Now with McLowry in motion, Elkin will run to his right, and we got flags right away. And Elkin is swung down on the ground, and the Rocket bench wanted a flag as Van Lanen swung around and took Elkin down to the ground. We did have a flag, though, fly, and it was a false start before the play. So it would have been 4th down had the play been allowed to stand. It didn't, and now it's going to be 3rd and 10. So if you're Neenah now, you're looking at that and say, all right, well, good, I guess, on the penalty because we get to run 3rd down again. If you're Bayport, you backed up Neenah 5 yards, so everybody kind of thinks that went well for each other. Yep, Todd, you are exactly right. Hudson was the last game at home. Thank you, Todd. Thanks for watching the broadcast tonight. Empty backfield now for Elkin. 9:16 and counting here in the game. McLowry again comes in motion. Elkin calls for it. Now drops back to pass. Looks to his right. Got his man there, and it's skipped in. And skipped in and away from Chase Hanselman. And 4th down will bring the punt team on for Neenah. So ball spotted at the 50. And Darius Jones in to punt for the Rockets. 2 deep for the Pirates. And no pressure on Jones. And he kicks a high punt. And the Pirates will say, get away, get away. And that ball rolls favorably for the Pirates and then batted back. And Bayport will take over from its own 35-yard line. From the 35-yard line, 1st and 10, Bayport. Headquartered in Neenah and with locations throughout the world, Plexus's vision is to help create the products that build a better world. From healthcare devices to airplanes to industrial technologies, Plexus partners with companies to bring complex ideas to life. Are you drawn to technology? Looking for development and advancement? Plexus is growing and they want to talk to you. Plexus is looking for production associates, technicians, engineers, and other various positions. Visit plexus.com to learn more. Handoff up the middle, and now chugging the feet on the Pirates side of it is Grzybowski. Grzybowski will gain 7 on 1st down. So again, headquartered right here in Neenah, guys. Give Plexus a look. Again, all kinds of good jobs, available positions now. Plexus is growing. Go to plexus.com to learn more. Handoff up the middle to Grzybowski. Grzybowski had room to his left, but he had already committed to the hole to his right. If he's able to look up and see that opening to the left, he is still running right now. But no gain on the play for Grzybowski, and 3rd down now. 3rd and a long 3 upcoming for the Pirates. Again, the aluminum bleachers get bounced on here just a little bit. Coach Young giving final instructions to his defense as this is going to be taken by Frank around the corner, and that will be enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the carry on 3rd and 3 for Eli Frank. So the nose of the ball rests on the Bayport 49-yard line where it's 1st and 10, 7:25 and counting left in the game. Bayport looking for a touchdown here to draw even. An extra point would put them ahead, but they're 51 yards from doing that now. The Neenah defense has been good all game. Here comes Grzybowski, and there is the Neenah defense. He is met in the hole by Caden Duncan, and no gain on the play for Grzybowski.
Unfortunately, no gain on the play. It'll be spotted at 49, second and 10.
Every now and then the PA announcer will agree with me. Every now and then. Again, thanks everybody for watching tonight. Highlights available later tonight. And I warned you ahead of time. It's going to be close to midnight, so maybe get a good night's sleep, snuggle in, wake up tomorrow morning. Check out highlights of this game on Facebook at Zaleski Sports Fox Valley. As it looks like it's going to be one to remember, and the handoff here and shot out of a cannon is Jaden Montgomery. And Montgomery, a big run into Rocket territory, a gain of 16 on the run for Montgomery. Again, Montgomery scored the only Bayport touchdown in this game on a 90-yard kick return. So ball marked at the 35-yard line on the 16-yard run by the junior, Jaden Montgomery. Now Frank hands off to Grzybowski. Grzybowski again is going to eke out about a yard. Under 6 minutes to play in the game as we head down to what looks to be a pretty exciting finish here from Rocket Stadium. Second and 9. Again, Frank, as he's done a number of times here in the game, resets the formation. And Frank will pitch outside to Montgomery. And Montgomery lowers the shoulder and will gain 7 on the play. A couple of nice runs on the drive for Montgomery. Again, number 2, Jaden Montgomery. 5'11", 215-pound junior. He's a load. We saw him running on the sideline in front of us on that kick return for a touchdown. The dude can move, and he's a big dude, too. So 3rd and 4. Rocket defense been good all game long. Motion man, and it'll be Frank on the keep, and he is going to be upended as he pushes ahead. It's going to be a gain of 3. And when you're 6'4" like Eli Frank is, you're going to gain some yards just diving forward, and he gains a few there. 4th down, though, on the field. So 4th and 2, perhaps the biggest play for the Rocket defense here in the game. Clock rolls, 4:25 and counting. Rockets lead by 6. Bayport looking to convert here on 4th down. And did he get it? I don't think he did. I think the Rockets defense is going to hold, and they do. It is turnover on downs, and the Rocket defense is really good tonight. What a night for the Neenah Rocket defense. Got the club going up on a Friday. All right. So from the 26-yard line, 4:12 left in the game. Elkin calls for it and will keep. He'll run around the outside, gains the corner, but that's it. Be about a gain of 1 for Elkin. But a nice run there by Elkin. The clock rolls. Again, both teams, all 3 timeouts at their disposal. So we are not through by far here from Neenah. And Max checks in on the broadcast. Elkin back to pass. He's got his man to the outside. That's McLowry. And McLowry pushes his left shoulder ahead. A gain of about 8 is going to bring up 3rd and short for the Rockets. Clock rolls, 3:20 and counting. So 3rd and short, and a little bit of beef comes in for Neenah. That's Bryce Bronnell, 5'10", 210-pound junior. Bronell just off a right tackle. He goes in motion now to the left. Elkin calls for it, gives to McLowry. McLowry is going to be bulldozed at the line of scrimmage, and he's even going to lose a couple as the Pirates sold out to stop the run, and the sellout wins cash money. It's a loss of 1 and 4th down for the Rockets. So the Pirates should get the ball back here. We get whistles on the field, and it's going to be timeout Bayport. Let's take that timeout, Lucas. 2:23 left when we come back.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
All right, back here at Rocket Stadium, and a special thank you to Lions Books of Downtown Neenah, Great Harvest Bread Company. Visit marshfield.com, Neenah Main Auto Body, and Wesker Funeral Homes, all helping to support this broadcast and Neenah Rockets athletics, along with other sponsors you've heard during the broadcast, including Plexus Advanced Spine Center, Josh Carter, State Farm, and Fleet Farm, and all the others during the commercial breaks. Making sure you get to watch live free sports here all year round, right here on Zaleski Sports. So Darius Jones will come in and punt. 2 deep for the Pirates as they stand at their own 38-yard line, and Jones will get the punt away, a high arcing punt that will be fielded right at the 37-yard line, and then covered up and falling forward with it, securing the ball, was A.J. Cortrain. So Bayport's last stand, perhaps. They've got 2 timeouts and 2:15 on the clock to work with. They trail by 6. Neenah defense on the field again, asking for noise from the Rocket fans here in front of us, behind the Neenah bench. If you came for defense, you came to the right place here tonight. Again, last week, 52-0 Neenah over Preble. That is not the case tonight. Again, Bayport coming off a loss to De Pere. Looking to get back on the winning side. Grzybowski, again, just runs into a pile of his own and Rockets and will scratch out a yard. It's been tough going against this Neenah Rocket rush defense tonight. Pirates pick up the pace after the 17th carry here of the night for Matt Grzybowski. Rocket fans starting to make just a little bit more noise. Grzybowski again on the run. He'll do a little better this time. Called a gain of about 5 on the carry for Grzybowski. And quickly back to the line of scrimmage, or we have a timeout. So we do have a timeout. We will take that along with the Pirates. They'll have 1 timeout left for the final 93 seconds.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
All right, back here to Neenah. 1 timeout left for the Pirates. Manitowoc trails at home against Madison 24-6. The last check-in we'll do over in Manitowoc. We'll keep you up to date on the score in Stevens Point. It's still a close one there. It's a close one here. It's on 3rd down coming out of the Bayport second timeout. And we continue to get big noise coming in front of us here from those cheering for the Rockets. Some fans to their feet, everyone else stomping on the bleachers. 3rd and 4. Another formation reset for the Pirates. Frank ready for it, calls for it, gets the snap. He's going to roll to his right. Now turn back. He's got a man open down the field. And all alone and catching the ball inside the 10-yard line is Mitch Merhalski. Merhalski beat his man in coverage, and the Pirates are in business. One play coming out of the timeout. It takes only 5 seconds off the clock, and it's Merhalski on the receiving end of the Eli Frank pass. And down to the 5-yard line, it is 1st and goal for Bayport. Bayport trails by 6 for the moment. 1:10 left in the game. And the give to Montgomery, and he'll be stacked up. It'll be a gain of about 1 for Jaden Montgomery. Clock continues to roll. Under 1 minute to play. Again, Rocket defense been good all game. They're going to have to be their best right now. And Coach Young wants a timeout. He just ran a 4-4 40-yard dash down the sideline to get the timeout, and he gets it. We'll keep it here, Lucas. We'll keep it here for the final 40 seconds. Commercial breaks are done. We've got everybody organized here commercially, and we will keep it here for the final 40 seconds. But that was impressive. Coach Steve Young, and you'll hear Coach Young on the highlights as I'll go down and interview Coach Young after the game. And there's a good chance I'm going to ask him how in the world he just ripped off a 4-4 40-yard dash. He was sprinting down the sideline calling that timeout. Gets the timeout called. So that's the first timeout of the half for Neenah. And one of a couple things there. One, didn't like his defensive formation, but it may be more to do with let's get this clock stopped. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Bayport not very interested in using its last timeout, certainly not to help stop the clock. So get the clock stopped at a minimum and maybe give your defense just a bit of a rest. Maybe change it up if you had to. All right, so 2nd and goal now from just outside the 5-yard line. Well, they're going to call it the 6. 2nd and goal for the Pirates. Frank brings one in motion. And the give comes up the middle, and in for the touchdown is Jaden Montgomery. And we are tied at 13. So Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one much shorter than the first. This is a 6-yard touchdown blast up the middle to tie us at 13. First touchdown of the game for Montgomery came back in the 2nd quarter, a 90-yard kick return touchdown. But this one much shorter and perhaps just as meaningful. So the important extra point here with 36 seconds left. On to kick is Cole Deppler. Deppler, the ball is down, the kick is up, and it is no good. The kick is wide left. It is no good. And we remain tied at 13 with 36 seconds remaining. And Lucas, dare I say it, but overtime could be in our future. It could be. 36 seconds left. Rockets with 2 timeouts left. We are tied at 13. I said we may be in for a classic, and things are trucking along in that very fashion right now. It's been a fun one to watch. The pleasure has been all mine. My first Neenah football broadcast in my broadcasting career. Of course, to this point, you've heard the wonderful tones of Mike Wendlandt. Mike in Stevens Point tonight, as the Spash Panthers have just taken a late lead as they score, and it is now 19-14. And this one will be down at the 36-yard line, alertly so, by Matt Young. So the Rockets, with 36 seconds left, 2 timeouts at their disposal, will begin at their own 36-yard line. Josh excited watching the game online. You should be. It's been a good one. We'll see what Coach Young and the Rockets offense have in mind here for the final now 35 seconds, we're being told. So 35 seconds remain here from Rocket Stadium in regulation. 1st and 10 from the 36. Elkin back to pass, and his receiver slipped coming out of his route, and he'll wisely throw it away. Receiver out here to this side, Dylan Stockman coming out of his break, slipped and fell. We saw Chase Hanselman do the same thing back in the first half, slipping right in that very spot in the field, right near the 50-yard line on the Rockets' side of the field. So just 5 seconds taken off the clock. 30 seconds remain here in regulation. Empty backfield for Elkin. Elkin looks right and wanted to throw quickly, and now throws just over the head of Colin McLowry. So a couple quick pass plays, and 26 seconds left. 3rd and 10 upcoming. And I've smelled overtime before, Lucas, and it smells everything like overtime right now. It's got the distinct, crisp, sometimes sour smell of overtime. And the give now to McLowry. McLowry is around the outside, and he is going to be hammered down. A gain of about 3, and that's it. And quickly, Bayport calls the timeout with 18 seconds left here to play in regulation.
It'll bring up 4th and 7 for the Rockets.
It is the 14th carry of the game for Colin McLowry. He's got 68 yards. Again, Luke Elkin, 11 carries, 108 yards. And it is going to be 4th down after Bayport comes out of its final timeout. Be 4th down, and 99.99999% chance that Neenah will be punting coming out of this timeout. And do so with 18 seconds left. We'll math it out here a little bit and say you're able to receive that punt. You're looking at fair catching it. Yeah, that's going to take 5 seconds. You're going to be Bayport with the ball with 13 seconds left and no timeouts. Unless something strange happens, we will calmly and confidently move to overtime, it so appears. We'll see. Stranger things have happened. Way stranger things have happened. So it'll be Darius Jones on the punt once again for the Rockets. As I look on the field, I've called Darius Jones' name to punt from about this yard line about 5 or 6 times here today. Punt block was on for the Pirates. They don't get there. And the punt is going to be hauled in at the 30-yard line and going to be swung down by Elkin. Luke Elkin on the punt coverage coming out of his long snap position. That's where he will play at Iowa next year as an Iowa Hawkeye long snapper. But for today on the long snap, runs down the field, makes the tackle, and 7 seconds left here in regulation. Under 5 minutes to play. Oshkosh West with the ball in Stevens Point. They trail by 5. And as I look there, it was just a fumble with 4:40 left in the game and a smash ball with a 5-point lead. Panthers perhaps with a chance to drain the clock and come out with their second win of the season. I'll see what Coach Westerman and the Pirates have in mind here with 7 seconds left in regulation, and we won't know until after this Neenah timeout. Coach Young, he got the timeouts, may as well use them. He carried one with him into the halftime. But going to use this one here after he saw the Pirate formation and got some sort of indication that the Pirates were serious about things with 7 seconds left. So he called his defense back over to the sideline and kind of talk about it a little bit. I would expect maybe bring the defense back out with just 3 down linemen. We'll see what they come up with here, but that would be one thing going through my mind. Not a football coach, rather a football announcer, but still, I've seen a thing or two, and that would be one thing to do. Bring some extra speed on the field maybe, or just some guys who are going to get after it a little bit around the edges and protect the middle of the field as well. The pass to the sideline with 7 seconds here won't do much, so they do come with 3 down linemen, and will stay with 3 down linemen, and go deep in the secondary as Frank drops back to pass. Heaves it long down the right side. He's got his man there and knocked out of bounds with no time left on the clock. So no time left on the clock, and regulation will end with a 13-13 tie. Nice grab by Mitch Michalski, but Michalski bounced out of bounds as time expires here in regulation. We will get you set up for overtime and bring you back here in just a minute in Neenah. We'll be back for overtime right after this. Ball worked around higher, launches a 3, got it.
So a good win for Mosinee tonight.
Ty Pankratz picks it. Simone at first in time, and the Stratford Tigers are state champions.
The Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals are your Division 5 state champions.
Small Williams, J Slag Daddy, first Slag Kazakage, letting y'all know, running back from Green Bay Packers, that I am in the house.
At Superior High School, where we have a beautiful facility, artificial turf. This ballpark, relatively new, built.
You belong in your home.
I'm in the house.
Today's broadcast for the Eau Claire North Huskies, number 2, averaging 22.2 points per game. 3:22 into the game, and we see Whitewater's Ken Larson make his way in for the touchdown.
And we have with us former Amherst Falcon, former Wisconsin Badger, Tyler Biadish. Tyler, thanks for joining us.
All right, we got our scorekeepers to the left, double-checking WIAA rules and making sure that everything's on the up and up. We're going to get a coin flip here, and then we're going to alternate possessions, untimed alternating possessions, and until we find a winner.
Neenah has won the toss.
So Neenah's won the coin toss, and I would go on defense first here, especially with the defense that Neenah has had all game. I would go on defense. We'll see what the Rockets have chosen here. Well, and they're still getting organized. White Hat is still confirming what the choices are. And the White Hat should signal first down for somebody, and then we'll know. But they're still getting it figured out, I guess. Okay, yep. So it's going to be first down. It looks like Bayport will be on offense. So we'll be down here, Lucas, on what I think is the 20-yard line. I'm racking through my brain. It's been plus 8 years since I've seen an overtime game in high school. I know they exist.
Both teams will have the ball to start on the 25-yard line.
Yep, so from the 25, here we go. And as I thought, that's what I would have gone on defense if you're Neenah. Neenah does choose to start on defense. Defense has been where they've been good all game. You know, the defense has broken down just a bit here in the fourth quarter, but they've played such a good defensive game. Now, that's where I would start. You put the pressure on Bayport to do something, and if they score, so be it. And your offense comes back and you get a chance to match them or perhaps win it. But defense is where Neenah has hung its hat all game, and it's where they start the overtime here, as we are now officially in overtime here in Neenah. And the handoff straight up the middle and a big run. It's going to be a run of 15, and the ball comes out at the end, and they say he was down. So the ball, there's no fumble. Ball carrier was down. That was Jaden Montgomery. The ball does pop out at the end, but he was down on the carry. So first and goal now for Bayport. So Neenah got a chance now defensively to stand strong for 3 straight plays and then bring the offense into a 4th down decision. That's what's the thought process right now. Is let's stiffen up here for 3 downs and put Bayport in a decision-making mode. But it has been some tough runs here for Jaden Montgomery, and another tough run there, a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. But whatever Bayport does here, Neenah has a chance to match or do better to continue or win in overtime. We'll guide you through it as we go. But 2nd and goal from the 6. Bayport here in overtime, the first overtime possession for either team. Handoff again goes to Montgomery. Montgomery driving his legs, still no whistle. Now whistle comes in after a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. So here is the big down here for Neenah in their defense. Stop Bayport here on 3rd down and put Coach Westerman in a decision on what to do from 4th and goal. That's the whole idea. Once you gave up that big run on 1st down, or on the first play of overtime, that's been the whole goal, is stop them, get that down marker to 4th. It's on 3rd right now. Eli Frank puts one in motion to his left, looks behind him. He's got Montgomery behind him. Frank will pitch it to Montgomery. Montgomery will walk the dog into the end zone. So Bayport scores on the overtime possession. Overtime possession number 1 is what we'll call it for the time being. And now we'll see what Coach Montgomery is going to do here with the extra point attempt. And the kicking team will come out. This has been Cole Deppler all night. Deppler missed an extra point in the closing seconds of the 4th quarter to send us to our, not to send us, but to get us to this point. And now Deppler with a chance here to put his Pirates up by 7. The snap, the hold, Deppler, right leg is good. So 7 points is the mark put on the board for the Pirates. So now Neenah will take its offensive possession here in the overtime. Here's how it goes now. And there's some strategy in going on offense second as well, because now you know what's in front of you. You've got 4 downs to move the chains. You've got 4 downs inside the 10. You've got essentially an extra down. There's no question on what you do if it's 3rd or 4th down. There is no question about it. And you've got to score a touchdown and an extra point to send it to a 2nd overtime. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion wins it for Neenah, but it's all in front of them here. 1st and 10 from the 25. Elkin puts McLowry to his right side. Elkin will sprint right, looks right, and will tuck it and run and gain about 3 and then pushed out of bounds at the end of it. Neenah the bench wouldn't mind seeing a flag fly there, but the contact was made inbounds, and a gain of 2 will bring up 2nd and 8. But again, now knowing what you've got in front of you, you know you've got 4 downs to do whatever it is you need to do. You get 4 downs to move the chains here, so 2nd and 8 for the Rockets. Elkin puts one in motion to his left. Now he rolls left, looking to throw. Throw to the corner of the end zone. He's got his man, and the ball is caught. He's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play from Luke Elkin on the throw across the field to Chase Hanselman. And Hanselman and the Rockets are 1st and goal from the 1. So 1st and goal from the 1 are the Rockets. And you've got 4 tries now. You've got 4 handoffs if you want. 4 attempts to get 1 yard. And then we will have some drama here in Neenah. Elkin with the keep. He's in. Well, hold on. I called that prematurely. I thought he was in. They say no. On first down from the 1, Elkin gains 34 inches. Needed 36. I thought he was in. There was such a surge, such a push up the middle. Look for the Rockets to do that one more time. 2nd and goal now. Again, you've got 4 downs. So Elkin moves to his right and pushes ahead. And touchdown, Neenah. That took a while to call there, Mr. Hoheisel. All right, now we get a decision. Coach Young, right now, can take a shot at winning this game. A 2-point conversion here for Neenah wins it. An extra point sends us to a 2nd overtime. And it looks like the Rockets are going for the win right here, right now. All right, here it is. This will be the last play of the game. One way or another, we will have a winner after this play. The Rockets go for the win. They score on the conversion, it's game over. If they don't, it's game over. Elkin, empty backfield, and timeout, Bayport. Ooh, Bayport loves a little drama, don't they? I mean, man, I had such a good build-up to that. Like, I was feeling it, man. Yeah, timeout, though. Timeout on the field. Those sneaky Bayport Pirates. But, man, it has been just a fantastic game here tonight. Just a fantastic game. And, again, thanks to our sponsors, Fleet Farm, Josh Carter State Farm, Advanced Spine Center, Plexus, Lions Books of Downtown Neenah, Great Harvest Bread Company, visit marshfield.com, Neenah Main Auto Body, Wesker Funeral Home, and I just saw them on the screen there a little bit ago. Three Brothers Bat Company. Baseball and softball season just around the corner. You go to Three Brothers Bat Company, and at checkout, enter the code Zaleski for a 10% discount. Why not? All right, Bayport out of their timeout. Coach Young keeps his offense on the field. Again, we will have a winner at the conclusion of this play. The Rockets punch it in, they win. Bayport with the stop, they win. And here we go. Elkin now with McLowry to his right. And rolls to his right, now comes back to his left, throws to the end zone, and pass is caught! The Rockets walk it off! The Rockets with a winner! The Neenah Rockets win in dramatic fashion. Almost 540 days between games, and the Rockets come away with the win. What a fantastic finish here for the Rockets tonight. Everybody's on their feet. Everybody. Wow. 21-20, your final score here in Neenah. Well, you wait a year and a half, and that's what you get. Fantastic. Whew. All right, well, highlights. Highlights coming later tonight. Maybe you do want to stay up to midnight and wait for the highlights. Again, highlights will be found on Facebook at Zaleski Sports Fox Valley. You'll watch them there. All the best moments from tonight's game, and including the 2-point conversion that I still haven't said who made the catch because I don't know. But we will find out. You will see the highlights, and we will interview that young man tonight as Rockets are diving into the end zone. We'll cut it off here. Again, Lucas Hoheisel producing today's broadcast. My name's Jason Zaleski. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. Have a great night, everybody. Again, football tomorrow. It is Northern Lights League football preseason action. Kenosha and Wisconsin going at it. Kickoff 4 p.m. ZaleskiSports.com.
Well, the Grow Wisconsin Dairy Processing Grant is for really any dairy, or up to $50,000 you can get for like improvements, help with like food safety aspects. It's actually you have to pay part of the service that you're getting, so you have to pay 20% of it. So we were actually granted $6,150, and so that's the 80%. So our project is at a little over $7,000. So that's showing them that we're doing something with their milk. We're not just taking it, turning it into cheese, sending it in the stores, sending it to the customer, like everyone else does. Anything that we do in the plant with food safety is great for everyone. It's not just great for us. It's telling the customer that we make a good product. It's telling the farmer, our patrons, that we're doing good with their milk. And so that should really go to heart. That you're going to get a safe product coming out of here. It's cool to see that all the Hymans they really like to see their name out in the community, but especially for anything with children's groups. They sponsor a bike raffle every year, and they actually go and give it to the kid in the schools. I know that's a huge thing every year. But yeah, it's really cool to see their name out there. Seeing them a sponsor, we all got kids, we all were kids, so most likely something came out of here that we've done.
We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on cake.